Okay, go. So, good evening, everyone.
Hello, Adrian. How are you?
Hello. Very well, thank you very much. I'm excited and anxious to be here, part of your show. Um,
No, don't be. It's going to be very cool. And we will wait a few, maybe 1 or 2 minutes so people can join us.
mhm.
And in the
Okay.
meantime, maybe, yeah, you were saying me that you were in Romania. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, were you there at X Day 2023?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
were.
So I missed you, unfortunately.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. So maybe we can use an opportunity to see each other. I was at Paris Blockchain Week this year.
I will be there. I am a media partner every year. Unfortunately, I won't be there in Munich for X Day, so
Mhm.
I'm sure you'll be there.
We didn't decide it yet if we go or not because we have a lot of work to do. But we might as well see each other on Paris.
Okay. So for Paris, yes, I'll be there definitely. I can't miss it since I live in Paris.
Yeah, it would be weird.
You know what? Now I am in Saint Martin in the Caribbean, and so it's 12 here, and I was live this morning at 4 local time
Hmm.
for my like daily show, GM Web3. So I woke up at 3 and I hosted the show and I took a rest. And now it's my second show of the day with you. So
Hmm.
very long day for me, but it's a
Yes,
pleasure to have you today.
thank you very
Um,
much. So let's use your energy
yeah,
wise.
I have I still have a few.
Great.
Okay, so we will start by saying hello to everyone that are here with us. You will be able to listen or to watch the video again in replay on the podcast platforms, but also on YouTube and on X. And now we are simultaneously broadcast on YouTube, X, and Twitch. So, guys, we will spend an hour, maybe a little bit more, with Adrian today to know more about him, his background, his journey, of course, the Build 21 project, and the vision that he has for LWA and so on. So, feel free to ask your questions on the chat, and we will pick the best ones. And two of you, the two best questions, will be rewarded with 2 times $50. It will be sent in USDC. I will DM you when it's time to. Um, so first of all, Adrian, can you introduce yourself in a very short way, maybe about who you are, how old are you, where do you live, maybe what studies have you done, and maybe some business that you had before Build 21 and so forth. I'll let you introduce yourself. Take your time.
Yeah, of course. So, good day to every one of you. So my name is Adrian. I'm a co-founder at Build21. I'm a civil engineer at core. This is my core profession. I'm a civil engineer. I've been in the industry of real estate in Romania for the last 15 years. I co-founded Cross Design. This is our structural design office in Bucharest. So by doing this, I've gained a lot of information, and I had the opportunity to work on many projects in Romania and also in Germany and Switzerland. I also co-founded another company, 481 Engineering. This is focused on monitoring structural elements of the building and reporting regarding the structural integrity and overall the building health. And I think it's something really useful, especially for Romania, that is a seismical country. And yeah, from a professional background, this is what I've been doing for the last 15 years, and I also had a little interaction with the blockchain space in 2017. I participated in some projects as investors, and I got to see the crazy energy in this space and the way this technology can disrupt real life projects. I don't hear you. Sorry.
My bad. So
Okay.
I used to ask to my guest, how did you discover blockchain? Which crypto first, and what was interesting to you at the beginning?
Nice one. So I first, I have some friends that were really early in the space. So this is the first connection to the space, let's say. But if we talk about the projects that I looked at and I invested, I started, I think, with Simple Token and with Telcoin back in the days, if you know the project, and also with Ocean Protocol and in this area. Uh, I first got to see the Web3 space.
Okay, and what? Of course, except RWA, what kind of industry in the Web3 have you ever tried? I mean, maybe trading NFTs or DeFi, or what are you into in
Uh,
Web3? Or just
mm,
building, just developing things?
I didn't really develop things in Web3. I invested in some projects that I liked, and other than that, not big interaction with the space. I kept a really close eye on the MultiversX blockchain because it was a Romanian blockchain, and I was happy to see such passionate people around the project and the bold vision of onboarding 1 billion users. They had this graphic at the beginning, and they wanted to do that. So yeah, I kept a close eye there. I also invested in them at launch, but other than that, I just focused on my daily work. And at some point, 3 years ago, I decided to give it a try and maybe integrate our Web2 business into Web3, and hence Build21.
You anticipated my next question, but it's okay. Why did you choose? Did you choose MultiversX? So you said that you invested in the blockchain at the beginning. What do you think about MultiversX ecosystem for 3 years? The evolution, the rebranding, the sovereign chain that are coming, and so forth. What's your vision, global vision about MultiversX at the moment?
Mhm. Not being such a Web3 expert, I don't know if my opinion is really something to look at, but from my point of view, I think the rebranding was a good idea. It was a good step towards a more mature project and more visibility. Other than that, for us, it made sense to go with MultiversX from the beginning because we want to develop in Romania. We have a market mission here regarding quality of the real estate and stuff like that. And also, it's not easy to introduce Web2 users to Web3. So we had a lot of help because many of them knew about MultiversX and it was not a new thing to them. So maybe we started from the second step, not the first step.
Got it. Okay. Can you tell us about your daily job, because it will lead us to Build 21? I saw on your on some presentations about you that you were an investor and an entrepreneur. So have you ever invested in other projects? And if yes, how do you choose project to invest in? And about your daily job, what do you do? Yeah, in a normal day.
So in a normal day, I get to hang out with my colleagues at the office and look at the projects and at the structures and the projects we are developing right now across Romania. So we have a lot of planning and decision for that. But mostly on their side, I always offer my support when they need it. But most of the day is spent on making Build21 work and making the next steps that we need to make, because we are also preparing for the first project we will be developing next year. So this is time consuming, and we need to spend a lot of resources there. So my day, it's basically 95% Build21, the rest cross design. Being an old company, it kind of works by itself, because we also have partners by now, and it's really working good.
Okay, I just
Uh,
noticed that I made a mistake in writing your name, so I hope it's fixed now. Because on the show it's okay, but on the space it was written Vasilescu, but it's Vasilescu. So my bad for this.
okay,
Um,
no.
so let's speak about Build21 for a minute. Can you try to pitch Build21 in 30 seconds? And after we'll, of course, deep dive in the different part of the project.
Yeah, okay, so sure. So, Build21 is a real estate development company that is retail first focused, and that will deliver 21 projects with a 40% return on investment per project. And is doing this by leveraging the power of three key communities: investors, experts, and residents of the build spaces.
It was not 30 seconds, but okay, it was perfect. So I prepared some questions for you. So first of all, can you explain how the team is composed? So you are the CEO. So how many people are you working with? And yeah, who does what? Maybe you want to introduce some of them that maybe we know on MultiversX ecosystem, or maybe people that we don't know already.
Yeah, of course, I can do that. So I am the CEO. I have the background in the real estate development, and also the let's say the networking, and the people in this area that help us build the experts community. But also next to me, a co-founder is Raul Canegra, that is in charge of the whole operation except the real estate part of our company. She has 20 years of experience in management, and is been part of multiple tech companies in the past. So this is a big plus for the company. And after that, we also have a lot of passionate people around us. There are many people that really believe in the idea and that help us every day. I'm talking about Emil Mutu, that is our CTO, also Petrica Butushinu from BeHero, that is our CPO. We have two developers. We have Rick from uh, Holland, that is our Web3 advisor. We have Katrinel, that is a very good strategist for us, and that helps us stay on track every time we stray away. And we also have Marius Negra, that is our brand story director. We have the guys taking care of the community, and the girls, of course, Renata and Bogdan. So as you can see, our team is really big, and they all put a lot of effort into this.
Okay, I noticed that Petrica just joined you, so we can
Yeah.
say hi to him because I know he's with us today. Hi, Petrica. Why did you decide to work with him? Since we know him for years now because he's been working with Marius on BeHero Launchpad. We will speak about BeHero, of course, because the NFT collection is on sale on BeHero Launchpad. But yeah, why did you decide to integrate Petrica?
To be honest, I don't think we had a choice really in working or not working with him. I was saying I don't think we had a choice in not working with him, because If you, I don't know if you know, but he's also an architect, and he worked in various architectural firms and on big projects, and he's also passionate about Web3. So when we got to interact with each other, and we saw the perfect fit between him interacting with the experts and him interacting with the Web3 developers. It was it was a perfect fit to make it happen.
Okay. So my first question is, what was the initial spark that led you to combine real estate with blockchain technology? I mean, real estate has existed for centuries. Okay, so why and in which way blockchain can empower it, and why did you decide to use blockchain infrastructure to develop real estate now?
Well, we had multiple reasons to do this. First of all, our approach, our orientation at retail first, right? So it's in blockchain mission to give power to the little guy, let's say so. And this is also what we wanted to do, because right now there is no investment opportunity for the real estate sector in for the retail sector in real estate, and is one of the best investment sectors in Europe if we look at Romania. So we wanted to create a product for the retail sector that can also provide liquidity when you want to enter or exit. And real estate is not really that liquid after all. So blockchain provided us the opportunity to do so. And also we wanted to integrate all kinds of interaction with our community. So we are looking also at the tools we have and the versatility of the tools we have to grow the community and to interact with the community. And I'm referring to the possibility to vote on decision, to propose decision, to distribute value in a transparent and very traceable manner. So all these things led us to blockchain, and convinced us that blockchain is the way to go for us.
Okay, and can you, because it's an important question on the project, to know about the vision and experience of the founder, can you tell us about your experience in real estate and how it can help Build21 to succeed?
Yeah, of course. So I've been part of around 500 projects. Okay, let's say not all 500 are really landmarks, but I've been involved in various projects around the country, and also in Switzerland and in Germany. And I think my experience on those projects really got me thinking of ways I can improve the way we build in Romania, especially if we talk about the projects I was part of in Germany and in Switzerland. So I think this is really a key advantage I can bring to the table, and I can use to leverage the quality of the buildings we will be delivering. I've been involved in several projects that were also highlighted and won prizes in various competitions, and I think this is an important piece of my career.
Okay, what was the biggest challenge when you build 21? Was it like Web 2 or Web 3 part? What was
Now
the biggest constraints?
we are still facing them, so it's not over yet, and I'm sure we will continue to do so for the next year at least, until we manage to put on the market the solution for managing securities and so on. But up until this moment, I think the biggest challenge for us is the abstractization of the technology for the Web2 user. It's still a challenge to convince a Web2 user to make a wallet, to store his keys securely, to tell him that if he loses it, he will lose everything in his wallet. And all those things really set us back, and we need to find ways to move forward. Also, when you try to move value from Web3 to Web3 and so on, the on-ramp solutions are pretty challenging as well.
And what's your strategy to onboard Web2 users? I mean, if it's just individuals, maybe one guy from your team can speak to him and explain him step to step to how to create a wallet and to connect and so on. But if you want to make it bigger, if you want to scale, did you build anything around education, tutorial, videos, marketing things to make it easier for everyone?
Yeah, we have a couple of tutorials on our website, and also we have daily meets in the morning and in the evening, and at which we invite the Web2 users that want to onboard, and we help them make their accounts, connect their wallets, and so on. And we also have daily meets one-on-one with potentially interested persons that maybe, I don't know, have difficulties in joining our teams, our meets. So yeah, we are really really available for the Web2 people to onboard.
Sorry. And what was their feedback when they were introduced to blockchain? Was it difficult? Was it easy? What was the most
It's I think for the most of them it's difficult to understand, and the first reaction is not so great. But after we explain the advantages of having information stored in a way that is really transparent and immutable, they start to believe, and they give a chance, and they want to go forward with the process.
Okay, and let's speak about the go-to-market strategy. Of course, after all these strategy questions, we'll deep dive into the NFTs and so forth. I can see in the comment that people are asking, so don't worry, we will speak about all of this. But let's continue speaking about the strategy. What's your go-to-market strategy regarding Web2 and Web3? How will you manage to attract investors, holders, believers, even just enthusiasts, real estate enthusiasts, to join your community and your project to get interested in what you're building? And regarding the lack of liquidity that we have on MultiversX, so it's a big challenge. What's your Web2 and Web3 strategy?
So as you said, we have different audiences. So for the Web3 guys, I don't think we are really that attractive now. We have a lot of eyes on us, but they want to see if we can really onboard Web2 users. So they are kind of waiting for us to deliver on that promise, right? Some of them that are long term investors, they already got involved with us, but part of them are still waiting for that. I don't think we are really that appealing for traders because we don't have a token, we don't have technical analysis to be made on NFTs and so on. But in terms of Web3, yeah, I think we need to onboard more Web2 users in order to also pull them into our project. And if we look at Web2 users, then I think one of the things that really helped was our tour in the country. We had a tour in the country where we had community gatherings in Craiova, in Sibiu. We will have one in Timișoara. We have regular gatherings in Bucharest, and this helps because it's something else to see a person face to face and to talk about the project than it is to maybe research it on his website and so on. Also, the meets that I mentioned, we are really available for all the people. And one of the things that will give confidence, and I think will help a lot, is the fact that we are going ahead with the first projects, no matter what the outcome of the sale. We are committed to the idea and to the project, and we have a backup finance solution for our projects, and we will deliver them because we really feel that Web2 and Web3 also need uh, need to see the project work, the vision come to life, and I think after that we will have a lot of traction, more traction than we have right now.
Okay, so build 21. So you planned to build 21 thing. So what will you build concretely? Will it be apartment, buildings, houses? And so you just said that you will build one for sure, no matter how the mint is going, and we will speak about it later. But now, can you explain what's the program, the real estate program of Build21? Where, how, and what?
I cannot talk about the where part because we don't have 21 locations right now, and this wasn't the plan. We will look at various opportunities around the country. We are not.
It will be in Romania.
Yeah, it would be
Okay, so
Romania.
that's the where in Romania.
Okay, okay, yeah. Good, good. I'm not really used to talking to a guy from outside the country about this. So yeah, we will build 21 projects in Romania. We have a real mission behind those 21 projects. We want to. We have a couple of things we need to obtain, and we will obtain by building and delivering this project. So first of all, we want to change the mentalities in Romania regarding the real estate sector because uh, we have some issues. So I will say that more than 85% of the housing stock is built before the 90s, and this really puts pressure on us to deal with housing that is not safe, is not energy efficient. It doesn't meet the modern day life necessities because they were designed and built by a regime that imagined uh, other types of societies in Romania. And also,
And
we
how?
need to.
Sorry to interrupt, but
No problem.
do the government or the cities, or I don't know how is it structured in Romania, but do they help promoters and builders like you, or maybe do they help the individuals to make um, the 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 places maybe more energy efficient and so on? Is there any help or grants, or I don't know how it works in Romania, like we have in France, for example?
We have some programs in place that I prefer not to comment too much on, but they are mainly focused on old buildings, old communist buildings, and they are, let's say, they use a lot of resources, and their attention is towards increasing the uh, thermal insulation of the building and maybe lowering the costs of heating in the apartments, but that's about it. And it's really hard to intervene in other ways than that on a old building. Other than
So
that,
the program is to destroy, to build again, or to find new places to build on it.
no. It's to enhance the existing building with new facades that maybe it's more efficient than the other one. But other than that, we also have some initiatives regarding the safety of the buildings and basically the people that live there can hire someone to make a project and the technical expertise of the building and to develop a project, and they can submit that project to the city hall and maybe look for some funds to start building and consolidate the structural part of the building. But these are working very slow because there is a lot of work to do. I mean, I don't know, maybe we can expertise, we can evaluate around 200 buildings per year, and we have thousands of buildings across Romania. So But I see attention towards this problem, and I think the officials will begin to implement some new strategies to tackle this. Um, we at Build21 we will be developing 21 projects, and we take into account also maybe some existing buildings that are maybe buildings with heritage value for the country, and maybe we can revive them and give them back to the community and so on. But it's not in our business model to intervene on communist buildings and communist blocks and so on. And this remains a problem for the Romanian market.
Okay. So what's the average cost of this kind of construction? So what would be the total budget to build these 21 places?
Oh, this is something that I don't really have an answer to right now, because it really depends on a lot of aspects, mainly on the plot of land, the restrictions there, the technical conditions of the city we build in, and stuff like that. But I can tell you that our philosophy is to lower the profit margin, and to use that money to increase the quality, and maybe by doing so also having a bit of value in the resale increased as well. And by putting on the market 21 projects that will have a clear focus on the people that live there, and the health of the people that live there. And I'm talking here about light, quantity of light they receive daily, uh, fresh air, they will have in their homes, energy efficiency, the building's durability, and so on. By doing this, I think we will manage to change the mentalities at first, and to gather the community around us to build more.
Okay, if we get interested in the Romania real estate market, what's the state of mind there? Does Romania have a landlord or tenant philosophy? Is like in France, for example, like a life goal to become a landlord of their place? And is it quite possible regarding the lending, the bank lending, about the rates and so on? Can you explain us how it works in Romania? Maybe for people that doesn't know that place that much.
Yeah, I think in Romania it's really common sense to own the building you're living in. Even though not everybody has 100% equity in their homes, and we still have uh, financial backed acquisitions and so on, but it's still doable to do it. And it's basically what everyone does here. We have, I think, more than 90%, 95% of the homes are the people are homeowners. So we are really second place in Europe on this. But more and more studies, and more and more people at all kinds of real estate conferences in Romania are pulling the horn to announce that we will soon start to shift from that in the following years, and we will also have a orientation to rent.
And what about foreign investors? Do they invest in Romania? Are there any cities that maybe are very desired by foreign investors?
Yeah, we have a lot of foreign investors in Romania. We have it's one of the lowest. I think it's one of the lowest price per square meter in Europe,
Mm.
and the market is really appealing for them. And we have a lot of foreign investors that have a focus on building better than the average projects here. So yeah. Still we have the need in the market is much bigger than what is currently offered.
And what's maybe the average return on a property in Romania? I think it depends, of course, about the place, but what's the average return? And is it increasing?
So if we look at rents, I think we look at around 6%, 5 to 6% per year. And if we look at the profits from development, things really vary from region to region and from type of development to type of development. Of course, we have luxury developments in really hot areas in major cities in Romania, and we also have special developments that are targeted to government programs that can help young families to buy, and those are lower margin and lower quality and so on.
Okay, let's speak about the NFTs. Um, can you explain uh, two things? First, why NFTs and not token? That's my first question, because we know some proper real estate, on-chain real estate with token, other with NFT. So why did you choose this kind of asset?
Well, first of all, we didn't want to create a payment method. So for me, tokens are like a payment method. You want to pay some tokens to obtain a service or to obtain something else. So we didn't want that. We wanted basically to create, in the first phase, a membership token that is basically offers you access to a gated, let's say, a closed community, and offer some benefits and works like a membership token. And on the other hand, when we talk about investment in our projects, we wanted to digitalize a contract. Basically, it's a joint venture contract between us, the developer, and the investor. So that is a contract. So it really made sense for us to use NFTs and not tokens to in a way, the contract is a non-fungible thing, right? So it's really unique, and it's the piece of agreement that holds the agreement between us and the investors, and it's non-fungible. So that's why we went for NFTs and not tokens.
Okay. Second, can you describe the NFTs, the supply, the choice of the art? I think there are different ranks, so maybe different utilities. So can you explain the collection? And take your
Yeah.
time so everyone can understand what is it about.
Okay. So our first collection that we mint this year is Build21 helmets NFTs. This is the collection I talked to you about, the membership collection. This collection basically gives you access to the investor community and to our ecosystem that we named Helmet Society. Well, in this Helmet Society, you will have access to 21 real estate projects in the future on which we anticipate a 40% return on investment. This is the biggest value proposition for this NFT. Second of all, you have the option to vote on certain decisions that regard the company or the projects that will build. And I will give some examples. Maybe we will consult the investor community regarding the next city we want to invest in, or we will launch an architectural contest for the project, and they will have to vote the finalists, and so on. We also have had a suggestion closed in the last few days. Someone asked us to make a calculator for the NFTs in order to have an idea about the allocation of bricks per NFT they hold. So Petrica saw that, and he got to work, and we closed the suggestion, and we have now the request on site. You will also have the opportunity to, you will be eligible for an airdrop from the Elements collection. This is our discount collection. We will be airdropping the discount collection to all the holders. We will select randomly a number of persons that will receive the elements NFT that will grant discount collections, discount rights. And also you will have bricks that will be airdropped to you. What we wanted to obtain with the bricks, it's pretty simple, but we we ended up building something that has a level of complexity that needs to be explained. So we wanted to separate the right to invest in our projects from the NFT you hold, because maybe at some point you find out that you don't want to, you decide you don't want to invest in one of our projects, but you should be able to sell your right to invest, right? So that's why we decided to make a separate collection of bricks that will be airdropped on the holders of Build21 helmets, and they will decide to use it or to sell it in the future. Let's see what else. We will also have project NFTs. Each collection will be specifically designed and released for each of the 21 projects we will have. These are the financial instruments we will be using in order to facilitate the investment. And in order to mint the project NFT, you will have to use the bricks you receive from the membership token, and stable or fiat, and that way you can mint the project NFTs. So I think this is the big picture regarding our NFTs.
Okay, so you issued what's the supply of the NFTs, the total
Oh yeah, right. So we have 12,000 helmets NFTs. We decided to keep 2,000 in our treasury, and we will use them for strategic reasons in the future. And this year we allocated 5,000 NFTs in two phases. First phase is live right now. It's live until the end of the month. It's priced at 200 euros per NFT, and it has a supply of 2,000 NFTs. If we manage to sell out this phase one, we will start phase two. Um, if we don't manage to make a sellout in the first phase, we will return the money, and we will continue developing the first project.
Okay, so 12K is a pretty huge supply in NFTs.
Yeah.
If we compare to all the other collections. So why this huge amount, and especially if you are not sure to sell out all of them? Because if you decide to propose only 5K, which means that investors knows that there are 7 more K that are not on the market yet, and when they will be on the market, it will be selling pressure possibly. So what's your strategy regarding the supply, which is sold, which is not sold, and the potential fear of the investors to know, okay, is it the good moment to go now if just part of the supply is available?
We really are a cash intensive business. I mean, real estate developments really can handle huge sums, right? So when we will start with one project, and we expect to have increased demand for NFTs when we start to announce the second project, the third project, and so on. And we will also have, I think, from year five, we will start to launch two projects simultaneously. And we also made a promise not to mint another collection on the entire lifetime of the company. That means 16 years. So we needed we needed some flexibility to maintain the supply, and also be sure we have the possibility to let other people in when they need to do that. Overall, in 16 years, we will put investment opportunities of around $100 million on the market. I think if we look at that and compare the 12K NFTs on the market, it makes sense, and I don't think there are really that much NFTs on the market when compared to that amount.
Okay, and why not launch maybe several small collections to make it sold out, and to launch another one, and to make it sold out, and to launch another one, maybe to be more correlated to the demand and to the market. Have you think about this strategy, and why not using this?
We had it on the table, but we decided that it's a better investment promise and thesis for us to make a promise that this is the only collection we will ever mint, and to work with that, and to move forward with that. Compared to launching multiple collections, this is also challenging from a listing perspective, from marketing, marketplaces, and so on, and also to us as a company, because we want to stay true to the core mission of having the early investors on board, and to develop with them the 21 project.
Okay. About the price, many people from the community say $200. Yes, is a bit much compared to the other NFTs that we can see on MultiversX, especially when the GLD is very low at the moment. So they need to spend many GLD to enter the project. There too, why this price? And don't you think it was a bit expensive compared to the situation of the market? Um, and second question, because I don't have the information, is it possible to mint in USDC or just in EGLD?
Actually, it's not even possible to mint in GLD,
Oh,
only
okay.
USDC. Yeah,
It's
yeah, it's
only in
only,
USDC.
only USDC, and
Okay,
also
okay, okay. So you
fiat.
can, okay.
We have an on-ramp solution, and we can mint by bank transfer or by card payment. So as you can see, we have a Web2 company approach. We use stables and fiat money, and for us, when we put in balance the 200 euros that we pay for a membership, that is really similar to, I don't know, Seed, Blink, and other companies, but they charge it once a year. When we put that into perspective, and we thought about, okay, you pay 200 euros to lifetime membership to invest in 21 projects that will basically give you, we estimate you will have an allocation between 1000 and 2000 dollars per project per NFT, right? So we put 200 dollars into balance with 21,000 to 42,000 euros investment allocation, right? So we thought it's a fair valuation.
Yes.
Um,
And
Also, we put on the list everything we needed to do up until the point when we could deliver the promise to make the investment possible using financial instruments, which is really a big deal if you think about it. Using financial instruments and securities on a blockchain like MultiversX. And we put all the expenses needed to obtain that from the legal perspective, marketing perspective, and also software perspective. And that's what brought us to the first phase of 2000 NFTs at 200 euros. To always, or do we sell all and make it happen, or if we don't, we return the monies, and we develop using secondary alternatives. So this
okay.
was the logical path behind it.
Okay. You chose to launch your collection on Be Hero. Why this choice? And in terms of partnership, did you receive any help from the foundation, the core members, maybe, or ex alliance? So, what was how were you supported by the foundation and the all surrounding it?
Well, First of all, it was a personal choice because I started going to Web3 events in Romania around 2 years ago. And I remember seeing Marius and Petrica on stage for the first time, and they were really super professional about the things they build and the way they want to build
And
the
they are
things.
wearing suits. And when we are wearing hoodies,
Yeah,
you
and
cannot miss it.
yeah, exactly, and so serious when they talk and stuff. But also, they were, I think, the only guys that I heard talk about compliancy and regulation on the stage, right? So, this was our first thing on our agenda. How do we make this thing as compliant, fully compliant and legal before we can decide if it's worth proceeding or not. So we found these solutions when we talked with our partners at Ref and Associates and at Deloitte, and that's when we decided to go forward. But Big Hero was mainly a choice we made when we saw the way these guys operate and their professionalism.
Okay, give me just a minute. I need to charge my computer. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Yeah, we know that B Hero is very concerned by legal aspect. I've I've spoken, I've spoken. Yeah, I spoke with Mary several times about this, and we know that it's very important for them to be compliant. So let's speak about regulation. What's the challenge in terms of regulation? Do you have in your team, I don't know, some chief legal officer or a part of the team that are in relation with the I don't know, the legal or lawyers or so on? And is it a big challenge for you or not that much?
Well, so regulation was our top priority. So we really started with this, and it took us some time to find someone that is really up to speed with all the things happening in the space. And after we found that, we had all workshops regarding our solutions and the way we can achieve our vision. And after that, yeah, we really um, went on, but we had a clear mind that we can obtain what we want. So we work with Ref and Associates. I don't know if you know them. Andrei Burz is one of the key figures in the space in Romania. He's really up to speed with all the regulations in this space, and he also has a really solid experience in the financial markets, and he was the one to guide us and to help us with what we needed to prepare for MICA and so on. I don't think we can say it's that big of a challenge in regards to securities because actually securities are not regulated by MICA. They are regulated by MIFID. I think it stands for uh, Markets in Financial Instruments Directive, and it's a piece of regulation of it's a directive that is in place since 2007, so almost 20 years ago. So if you want to work with securities, you have a clear registration, and it's not new legislation; it's old legislation. So everything is clear from this point of view. Um, of course, we have some challenges regarding MICA because it's so new, and we have a couple of places where we really needed to come together as a team and focus on the main specifications there. But we are ready to issue MICA compliant white papers, and we have the know-how in the team to handle this.
Okay, so in a few minutes we will pick some questions from the comments and the chat. So guys, feel free to ask your question to Adrian, and we will pick two of them, and two of you can win $50 in USDC. I have a few more questions. So you started the sale a few days ago now. How is it going?
It's slow, but we expected that because the onboarding process of Web2 people is slow, but it's going. We onboard new people every day. We have lunches with people that want to hear more about us. They need time to think. It's not really the type of project that can be sold out in a very short period of time. So I think it's really going as we expected, and we will see how things develop this month.
Okay, and do you have Web2 investors that you managed to onboard? And if yes, do you have maybe the proportion of Web3 and Web2 investors so far after a few days?
I don't really have a proportion, but I would say that we are expecting in the end 20 to 30 Web3 to 70, maybe 80 Web2, because it's really this kind of business that's really appealing to Web2 users more at first, I think. Um, while we go down this road and we will put on the market our first projects, I'm sure that also the Web3 native will look at Build21 and maybe they will see a hedge opportunity to leverage some portfolio on our side and to be safe from the volatility and so on, especially given the fact that the market moves in cycles and maybe you have some profits that need to deploy B2B need to be deployed somewhere else and so on. So yeah, I think 70 to 40% would be the proportion.
Okay, what's the roadmap of Build21? Not speaking about the buildings, but maybe you have a technical roadmap. Do you plan to use a sovereign chain? Do you have any cross-chain ambition? What's the next steps in your mind to develop the project in a technical aspect?
I think that regarding technical aspects, I'm not really the person to talk about the kind of technology and the stuff we will use. But I would want to mention that we are at start we are a chain agnostic company, so we decided to mint here and we decided to use this technology as long as it works for us, and if we find people interested in other parts of the ecosystem and other parts of web3, we will go there and we will try to onboard as many people as we can in our project.
Are you already in touch with other foundation to apply for grant or so on, or not yet?
Not yet. No, 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 not yet. We are focusing on this mint and on onboarding the Web2 users, and also we have a lot on our table with the first project. But we will decide later based on what we achieve this month.
Okay. So now I will. I chose two questions, and clearly it's questions that I had on my list. So I think they are relevant. First is a very concrete question from Justin GLD Boy, and I will read it. I looked at your project. It's a new trend for multiverse NFTs, RWA, I think. 21 houses isn't bad, but I'm sure the costs are high, and I don't think the GLD community has the power to cover the project with your NFTs right now. Are you considering taking different steps in this regards? So the question we can understand in this is, what if the multiverse community can't afford enter and finance this project? Will you turn into equity strategy, maybe with another strategy? What's your position about this?
Okay, so first of all, I would say like this. This NFT collection that we are minting right now is not for financing the first project. Uh, and if when we will be minting the project collection, the MultiversX community won't be able to finance the whole collection. As I told you, I expect to have a balance of 20 to 30% from Web3, and the other guys will be from Web2. And I think we will have a lot of support there. But even so, if we don't manage to finance it like this, we have a backup financing solution for 100% of the necessary capital. So first project is going ahead no matter what. Um, I think there was another question in there. We will also have a mix of finance. We will have a pre-sale amount. We will take into consideration. We will also use banks, and we will also use our resources. So yeah, I think this should answer the question. You are still on mute. Sorry.
Oh, it's my sorry. So the second question have already been answered, unfortunately. So you will need to find another one. So give me a second. But just before I choose the last one, can you? I will give you the mic to explain why people should invest in Build21.
Okay. So I will answer this now, right? And that's correct. You want me to answer that now until you choose the question, the next question, or after that? I don't know.
Okay, if you did not let me enough time. Yeah, I will take this one because it's interesting.
No, no, wait. So I need to answer the why invest in Build21
Yes.
now, right? Oh, okay, okay. So
Sorry, maybe I was not clear. Yes, it was
yeah,
in the because I need to find the second question. I wanted in the mid time that you explain and maybe you tell us why should we invest in Build21.
yeah. So I think you should invest in Build21 if you really want to invest in our projects, and you want to do that in a sustainable way. You want to have a positive impact on the society in which we will develop the 21 projects, and you also look at our promise of 40% return, and you consider it a good return on investment. And also, I think you should invest if you want to be part of a community that really wants to reshape the way real estate is built and also dealt in Romania. So these are the three main pillars in our mission. We want to change the way we build. We want to offer this opportunity to the retail sector, and we want to build a strong community.
Okay. So the last question is from Fatma Crypto. And I pick him, but I will add something to his question. So it's a very new question. I will read the comment and I will add something at the end. So, hi, it's nice to build specifically for NFTs, but you're confident in your project. Why not negotiate with MultiversX team? Don't they support you? I think the ecosystem is saturated with NFTs. What do you plan to do extra to implement your helmet NFTs? So I will let you answer about the support of MultiversX, and you already explained why you chose NFTs. But do you consider using the new implementation around NFTs that is will be available thanks to Spica, the next the new update of the protocol? making NFTs dynamic. So are you considering making them dynamic in their attributes, in their art, or so on?
We had a discussion on this inside our team, yeah, and I think dynamic NFT should find a really good place inside our ecosystem. But I'm not really in the position to talk about future attributes or functionalities of the NFTs that are not right now in the white paper. So if we will implement something like that, it will be through community voting and community decision and so on. But I definitely think it's an advantage to have something like that, because you can keep track, for instance, if one NFT has voted on all the proposals until now or not, or how many bricks has it used up until that moment, and so on. So I think you can store valuable information in a dynamic NFT. Yeah, it should be nice. And maybe, I don't know, project NFTs could change their artwork based on the site, the construction site, and so on. This is just a perk, of course, but it's something nice to have, I think.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you very much, Adrian, for this AMA. I hope it was not too tough, but it was
No, no, no.
transparent. I mentioned that, of course, the questions were not sent before, so it was a complete surprise for you. But now I think people knows everything about the project. They understand every part of them. I will let you the final word, of course. And yeah, thank you again for coming today on GM Web3 for this AMA.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm still getting used to my role as a public figure of Build21. I didn't do that in the Web2 business I had before. So, any
You're
anxious
doing very well.
thank you, thank you. So I hope I really articulated our mission well, and people got a feeling of what drives us forward and what we want to do. If not, we are open. We have multiple channels that are open for discussions, and I'm happy uh, to be there and to explain more. Until then, if we have people in Timișoara, we will be there on the 10th of October. So I really recommend to subscribe to our events, and yeah, we will get in touch with all our interested investors.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you
you very much.
very much, Adrian. Take care and see you soon on GM Web3.